Yeah, so g'day guys, it's Wayne Perkins here. I'm in Alexandra, down near the bottom of New Zealand, which is down near the bottom of the world. Hey, I want to talk to you a little bit about these handbands, I guess some people have been calling them. I came up with the idea a while ago. I've got a real problem with touching my face. I'm always wiping my face or doing stuff like that, and I'm looking at most people, a lot of people have that problem, and in these days of COVID-19, we don't want to be touching something and picking something up and doing that. Okay, so I've got a real problem with that, and I was walking home from work the other day and I was thinking, man, what can I do to stop myself touching my face? Because I do it all the time, and it's just not a good idea at the moment, eh? So I came up with this basic idea as a way to get started. I went and got some elastic, tied it onto the belt loops of my jeans and put it onto my hands, just slip my hands through like that there. And I used it for the afternoon. I did a video on it, and I had a lot of laughs about it, a bit of humour about the video, and saying I looked like a bit of a tool, a bit of a fool, and that. And and a few people thought I did, and I got some good comments as well. But I've used them since then. I used them for a full day at work. I work the whole day. I work in an office with a laptop, doing all the stuff I've got to do. Even went and ate a meal at lunchtime. Ate a full meal, leaving them on. Never touched my face all day. That'd be probably the first time in my life that's ever happened. So while I looked like a bit of an idiot probably, I wasn't touching my face. And I've been wearing them since. If I go to the supermarket or I want to go for a coffee or a beer somewhere, you wear these and you're not going to transfer anything from there to your face. And that's really important in these days, isn't it, of COVID-19. So for instance, the other thing is, like, if you're at the supermarket or you're somewhere and you need to get, you might want to get something off the high shelf, you just slip it out, grab it, just grab something from there and do that and slip it back in. But otherwise you've got good movement, so I can make myself a coffee. Pretty much do all the movement. I can work on my laptop like that there, sitting down, do all the stuff I've got to do. If I want to answer my phone, that's one thing I found at work was a struggle. I just rip that out, pick up my cell phone and do that. Okay, so I can't guarantee what I'm doing then, and then slip it back in when I'm finished. So I basically went the whole day with it. I've talked to a few people now about it. That's why I'm doing a second video. And I actually regret a little bit making so much humour in that first video, because it takes away from the fact that, okay, look, I know it looks dumb, and you can say that it's stupid, and I'm not even saying it's even a very good idea, but the reality is I now can go somewhere and know that I'm not going to transfer anything to my face. And that's one of the problems we've got with this COVID-19. I've talked to some people about it. I've talked to some people in the medical profession about it. And, they're not endorsing this or anything, but they're saying, look, obviously, if you can stop your hands from touching your face, it's a real plus. So I regret a little bit of the humour and trying to, that was probably self-preservation from my point of view, because I knew I was going to get a lot of stupid comments and people call me a bit of an idiot and that. But I regret it now, because it actually has a really good part to play, and it can, if you know of someone who's a bit older or who's got a compromised immune system, or you're living with them or whatever, and you want to know you can go somewhere and not infect yourself or infect others, it's really important you don't touch your face. And okay, might not look that great, but it's one way of doing it. So there's an old saying, isn't there? Pride goes before a fall. And you look around the world right now, there's a lot of countries have fallen. And here in New Zealand, you can say what you want, there's a shitstorm coming. Things are going to get tough. Things are going to get pretty rugged. We're going to be under a lot of pressure, and everything we can do to stop that happening is good. So, okay, you can have a laugh about it if you want, but don't laugh too loud, because you might stop someone else doing it, and you might stop them from protecting themselves. Okay, and look, I don't know. I just think it's something that maybe tell people about it. Maybe share this video out if you want. I just think I don't even know if it's a good idea, but there might be someone out there that sees it and thinks, I know how to do that. I know how to make it look not so silly or work better or whatever. I think in these times we need to band together and try and get something happening. But tough times around the world right now. There's tough times coming. Let's do all that we can to try and not make it any worse. And this is an idea, maybe a stupid idea of mine, but laugh if you will. But maybe tell some people too, because it might help some people. There might be people out there that might want help. It stopped me touching my face. I can go somewhere and it won't let me touch my face. That's hugely important in these times. So make of that what you will, and most of all, like with everything, stay safe everyone, and listen to the health professionals. They're the ones that know what they're talking about. Cheers.